Welcome. You have reached review time with Imperial, and today's review will be BMF Season 1, Episode 7. Let's get into it. So they was a week hiatus. They want to line up for next week when the season finale, and then that'll be the start of Power Book 2 Ghost with Tyreek series. This episode was another decent episode. You had the aftermath of Meech and Terry's little sister, Nicole. Her little boyfriend, got stabbed and killed by Lamar. So you got her at the police station. But they showed up to the hospital. Terry showed up to the hospital first, consoled her, and she pretty much the cops came up and pretty much told her they want to take her into interrogation, and told her that her parents would meet her at the police station. Meech gave her a hug and said, "You already know what to do." So they already got a little sister trained, pretty much don't talk to the cops or whatever. So when she got to the police station, they was in the interrogation room before the detectives and cops came in. The mom and our dad, the dad was telling her, make sure she tell the truth. The mom was pretty much telling her she can't do that because it'll implement the whole family. So the dad said, forget all that. Basically, tell the truth. Cops came in, the detectives came in, and she said she didn't know, she never seen the guy before. She didn't know who he was. And even though the cop tried to persuade and say different things, she said she didn't know anything. So they got out of that. It went from there. Then you had Lamar. He was at Slim House gearing up, and they got him looking like straight Omar from The Wire with the do rag, trench coat. He got the shotgun. He got a machine gun. He all suited up. He got every gun you can name, ready for war. One man band. However, the other crew members came out to shoot at him. So they shot at him, and he took a bullet, but they couldn't find him, so he got loose. He broke into Mo's house. Mo and her daughter wasn't there. They came home. He was in the bathroom. Mo told him get out of there, and then he smacked Mo around, and then her daughter came in, and then that's when he left. So Mo called Meech, pretty much told him that where Lamar stayed when he first came out. So now they pretty much looking at Terry to contact his Connect L and tell her to pretty much pause break on their deal, because they got heat in the streets because of Darius's death. And so the cops is just sweeping the streets, picking guys up. So it's bad for business right now. So the Connect L pretty much told Terry, shoot the breeze. We made a deal. I got faith in you. I'm not altering anything. So then you had the detective and his partner, the other Spanish detective that was wary of him, and he pretty much told him that he really want to go after Meech and them. And so when Meech and them had the idea that the soldiers would get out there and work if Meech and them get out there with them. So Meech was out there, was in the rain, had a hood on, but you didn't know it was him. And so when the rest of the crew was getting chased off the block, the cop came and he grabbed Meech, but he didn't know it was Meech at the time until he scuffled with him and seen it was Meech. But then Kato came behind the cop and smacked him in the head with a pipe. And so you know it's going to be a big thing behind that, because now the cop, he later died in the hospital. So The detective is pissed. He came approach Meech in the process, pretty much sending Meech threats. And Meech was like, I got stuff on you too. And then he basically, the detective said, I can make you disappear in the matter. So you had that going on. And then the funeral happened for Darius. Of course, the parents was upset, called out Meech and Terry's mom, told her basically she's, patronizing her sons who's out selling drugs. That was embarrassing for the mom. So the mom approached Terry's baby mom. Pretty much told her, you need to help me get Terry out the game. And we know Terry is all the way in. He looking at this his way out. So he not with that, even though his wife or girl is telling him he need to choose. We all know he ain't gonna choose. So it's gonna be interesting to find out if he end up staying with her or he end up getting with the Connect L. That's what it seemed like the vibes was going, that he gonna get with the Connect L. And that was pretty much the episode. Oh no, you had Mickie and Kato. Kato, after she killed the cops, she came to check Mickie. Of course, he all into her. Meech had told Mickie, you need to kill that with her, and you need to kill that. It's against the rules. Be messing with, intertwining the business. With pleasure. And so, Mickie was going, follow suit. She came crying and everything. So he got with her and he left. He left his gun at his house. He normally always keep it with him. On his way back from the store, Lamar had showed up to Kato. You find out that Lamar got rid of a body for Kato back in the day. He used to run with Kato's dad, and he got rid of a body for Kato back in the day. And so that's why she's been so loyal to him. And so Mickie seen Lamar leaving the house. And so when he came back in the crib, he pretty much grabbed a gun. Then he pointed it at her and pretty much told her, why did I just see Lamar come out here? So she came clean, told everything why she been, and then he said everything makes sense. So, he got feelings for her, so he ain't pulled the trigger. But I don't see how they make it out of this situation with her living. So he was like, I gotta tell Meech, and she was just like, you gotta help me kill Lamar. So Lamar is too big of a character right now to kill off in the first season, so I think they'll bring him back, but I just don't. I would have thought they'd have let him run wild, or like build his network up the whole first season, and then maybe take things away in the second season or whatever. Because this is not all based on true events, so you gotta add some theatric stuff that ain't really true, that really happened or whatever. So I was thinking that they were going to end up pitting the murders, finding a way that the detective was going to put the murders on Lamar or whatever. So, and he get locked up. That's what I thought was going to happen. So it's going to be interesting to see how it plays out, because I don't see how Lamar, wounded, is still going to be moving all around the neighborhood and nobody don't touch him and stuff like that. So that's going to be interesting how that end up playing out, and see how it's relative to what actually happened in real life. If you are into this series, you probably seen or read or watched some videos that actually where you could do the comparison on what actually happened in real life compared to what they're doing on the show, and you already know that the Lamar in real life that they took the story from is still alive. So I don't know how far they're gonna keep it true or derail, because it's for the sake of the show or whatever, to make the show a certain way. But other than that, decent episode. Next week episode will be the series finale, season finale rather, and subscribe to the channel, like the video. Until next time.